Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Love now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Yetur Gross-Matos coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Love, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On play action, they'll throw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff, it's Eckler. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Snap to the up man, and he's not going to get to the marker, and that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Love, they go play action now.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Love throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Love. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He finds his man complete. That's Love. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bryce Love, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Julian Okwara came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here is Eckler, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. Back to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 2. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. On the return, here's Hall. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
KJ Hamler.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll find Hall. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action this time with Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 20.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
And touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. I mean, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Love looking to throw it. They'll find Williams on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their route.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Love with a give to Dillon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll run here with Dillon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Love, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Love again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Love, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Love. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to throw again. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normal with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Bound to lose one. Mike 5. Let's go, D.
They'll look to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's a 2nd and 7. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Parker touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.